So, first off, please excuse how crazy I look right now. I didn't just wake up, but I woke up and immediately started my duties. So I just got done like cleaning the kitchen. I made a pretty big dinner last night, and before I made dinner, I cleaned the house and specifically cleaned the kitchen. So after making that big meal, I tried to kind of like clean up after myself, which I kind of did. But there were still a lot of dishes. And with four people eating, there's like a lot of plates and silverware and cups and stuff like that. So um, it was totally fine. I just didn't feel like doing it again last night. So I just waited till today. And then when I woke up, I went and did it. Anyway, I didn't do my video yesterday, and I'm not sure if I did. I think I did do one the day before, but totally me. I have been so weird the last couple of days. I can't even really explain it. I've just been feeling really off. Um, Not to go too much into TMI, but like last night I was really sick. Not, I won't say sick. I just didn't feel well at all. Like my belly was just like all over the place. I felt horrible. Um, in and out of the bathroom, and that was weird because that's just not usually the case. So yeah, I've just been feeling off. Probably for the last maybe 3 days or so. I just feel really weak. My body's really achy. Um, just no energy, no motivation. I'm not sad or depressed. I'm actually quite happy. I'm very happy. See? But physically, I just don't feel good at all. I feel like I look like crap too. Weird. Okay. I feel like I kind of look like crap too. I've been just slacking all over. Like haven't been doing most of like the beauty treatments and stuff like that that I would usually do. So what happened was a couple of weeks ago, before my sister's graduation, I decided to go ahead and straighten my hair. I had not straightened my hair in like 9 months, and I was like, I'll just go ahead and do it. And I have been like babying my hair hard, so I straightened it, and it was okay. I didn't. Well, I see progress in my hair, but not nearly as much as I thought. But I think I'm also my own worst critic. And I've gotten plenty of compliments on my hair, so I need to just relax. You could take a chill pill and just accept a compliment. Um, but after about a week or so, or a little less than a week, my hair started getting really weighed down from like oils and just like, what's it called? Sebum from the scalp, all that stuff, whatever. So I washed it, and I well, actually, I didn't even really wash it. I more so like conditioned it really good in the shower, and then I went through the whole process and straightened my hair again because my husband really likes my hair straight. So I've been on this for a little over a week now, and my scalp is so itchy. Like it's the kind of thing where, for me personally, I wash my hair once a week with shampoo. Um, Usually my routine goes like on a Sunday, usually, which is today. I wash my hair with shampoo, like really good, like a really deep cleaning. And then I will do a deep conditioning treatment. And I'll sit under my hooded dryer. Sometimes I do like a moisturizing deep condition treatment, or I'll do um, a protein. So I'll use like my hydrolyzed keratin or hydrolyzed wheat protein, and I'll kind of mix it in with like an already protein conditioner just to keep my hair strength up, especially because I've been straightening it. But I noticed that my hair is responding to me not doing my normal routine. And usually, like throughout the week, when I'm not washing, I'm always like wetting it in the shower, conditioning it, doing scalp treatments, hair treatments, a lot of oil treatments, things like that. So the only thing I can really do with my hair when it's straight is I can like apply oils, but very lightly because my hair gets weighed down really easily. So what I had been going to was a weightless oil that I like by Organics. It's like a keratin something, and that's I really like using weightless oils when my hair straightens, so I can kind of not weigh it down, but it's also weird because if I don't kind of weigh it down, my hair can get poofy. It's this whole thing. So anyway, my husband really has been enjoying my hair straight, and I didn't know this until the other day, but I really love getting my hair played in. Like, I love getting my hair played in. Um, but he plays in my hair quite often. But apparently, he's been playing in my hair more often to encourage me to keep it straight. So there's a part of me that's like, oh, that's not the healthiest. I've put so much heat on my hair already. Like, especially when it's already straight and you go back and do more and all that stuff. I've already put like a ton of heat on my hair. And it's like, oh, I should go back to curly and go back to my routine and keep it healthy. I gave myself a slight trim too, as well. But I'm like, my husband really likes it straight. I did go like 8 or 9 months with it curly and taking care of it. Like, it's not going to hurt if I have it straight over the summer. Of course, I'll do what I can in between to keep it healthier and all that stuff. But I took all this time to take care of my hair, and I'm just going to go back curly and have it up in a bun again. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but at some point there has to be a payoff. You know what I mean? Like, I do all this so I can be able to say I have healthy hair, or I'm happy with the results. Be able to wear it straight. So I'm just gonna straighten it again because my husband likes it. But before I do that, I don't know if I'm gonna do it today or tomorrow. It honestly depends on how I feel. I am going to just do my wash and condition all that and then straighten it. So that's gonna happen. But yeah, as far as how I've been feeling, it's really weird. Other than like my tummy hurting really bad last night, I've just been feeling really weak and stuff. And I don't know what it is at all. Like, yesterday I was pretty productive. I got up in the morning, went grocery shopping, came back, put everything away, cleaned the kitchen, cleaned the house. Then I ended up taking a nap because I didn't get much sleep that night. But then I woke up and I was not really refreshed. I was aware that I took a nap, which helped, but I was just still kind of ugh. So I don't know what the heck's going on with me, but every day I feel a little bit worse physically. My loving husband's so sweet. He rubbed my feet and my legs yesterday, which was really nice. And I don't get massages very often. I know I can ask for him, but I try not to bother him. I feel like he's the one working and I want to massage him. But the massage was really nice. And I realized, like, prior to that, I had a massage maybe 4 months ago. And I really just hate asking for massages because, like, I don't know, I just don't feel like I deserve it, you know? I don't know, I'm being weird, but it was nice. It was really nice to be rubbed on. Um, So anyway, there is something else I wanted to talk about briefly. Um, so I I have found, since starting to play the game with my husband, the wrestling game, I really enjoy the wrestling game quite a bit. Um, but a problem that I have is creating people, and I was really thinking yesterday, like, why is it so hard for me, first off? And then why do I put so much pressure on myself to make like this awesome person every time I make somebody? And then I started really thinking about it, and I came to the conclusion that I am very insecure when it comes to the game. When I first started playing the game with my husband, it was more so like, okay, this is something he's into. He wants to play with me. Okay, I'll play with him, you know? But it was kind of like, you know how you see like those memes or like in like the movies where like the guy is really into like Call of Duty and his girlfriend plays, but she always loses. It's just kind of like, okay, my baby's playing with me, but not really playing with them kind of deal. Like an adult version of like handing a kid a controller and not plugging it in. That's kind of how it was. And, you know, I understand completely. I sucked, absolutely sucked at the game. I had the mindset that I had when I was a child on, oh, I get to play a fighting game. Okay, click all the buttons. No strategy at all. Just every now and then I would get lucky with a move and it was like, oh, shoot, that's really cool. Um, or when I would win, it was like, oh, look, Asia won. But it was more so like we let Asia win kind of thing. But I I like to think that I'm better. I'm a lot better. I can kind of keep up more. I still do think I have a lot to learn from my husband. But, you know, hearing him tell me that I'm good, um, it means a lot because this is something it's a big deal to him. And he's been playing it forever. Like, he used to have the war with his friends, and while he doesn't do that anymore, I guess in a sense we kind of have the war ourselves. And especially because we'll soon be able to play with our friends, it's really pretty cool, to kind of keep up that tradition, especially knowing it means so much to him. And because it means so much to him, it means a lot to me as well. So that's an honor. But I am very insecure when it comes to creating characters, because my husband has probably at least double the characters I have. And there are some characters I have that I haven't really done much with. Like, I made them and I had an idea, like, oh, this would be cool, but it didn't work out for me. Um, and then I have some characters that I made and I fell in love with them instantly. And it's funny because, like, one character my husband always raves about, which is really sweet, is my character Alice, who is pretty much just like a psychopath little girl. Um, and it was an original idea, definitely. And I put a lot of work into her, and we put a lot of work into her entrance, and her moves and her taunts, just everything. She came out great, and I played her to death. And I noticed I haven't been playing her a lot lately. I don't know why. I just hadn't. Like, she had even had a couple of like title belts, which was really cool. Um, but then I started working on my character, who is myself, just Asia Harris, and that was okay. I put a lot of work into her recently, like a couple of weeks ago, so I'm pretty happy where she is. Um, but my point here is I have a lot of female characters, and I try to put work into them and everything. Um, but it's like some of them I don't know, I just can't comfortably say I'm happy with this character. You know what I mean? But the few that I am happy with are mostly female characters, but I don't have a lot of male characters. My husband, on the other hand, has a lot of male characters and female characters. So that's where we differ. And then when I go and try to make a guy, it's like, I don't know what to do. At this point, even women, I wouldn't know exactly what to do. And I do have some guy characters, don't get me wrong. Like, when we did the live thing, and I played who was supposed to be my Italian gangster from New York from like 1920 something. That was the original idea, at least. He won, which was cool, and he became King Charles, and he got a complete makeover. So he's not even the same character he used to be, but he's the same guy. So that was cool because I was able to do that, and I really do like playing with him. So yesterday, while we were playing, I decided to play a clown named Twisty that I made maybe 2 months ago, and I played him maybe once. And I played him last night. I'm like, he's actually okay. He actually wrestles okay, and I try to do that too when I'm playing a character, to watch their moves, watch how they wrestle, because I think personally it's very what am I trying to say here? I feel like the moves are important to the character, depending on who the character is. Sometimes that means going and changing the moves to match what you believe their characteristics are, or what you set their characteristics to be, or watching the moves that they have coincide with their personality. And then the whole match itself just tells a story between the two people. And I think that's really cool. Anyway, back to my original point. I think that I am so hard on myself with making characters, and I find it so hard because I watch my husband make characters, and sometimes they're not the most glamorous. They don't even have like the best backstory, but his characters are always cool, and I admire him for that. He has a very creative mind. I, on the other hand, do not. And when I create a character, it's usually based off something I saw, something I watched, something I heard, and I just feel like when I go into it, it has to have a story or an idea, because my husband takes a shit on a lot of the created characters that are online. for people who just make like, here's a guy with some tights on with a generic design and no story behind him. He's just a guy. And I get it. You know, you don't want to just, I mean, these are essentially your babies. You want to make characters you're proud of. And I just don't want to fall into the trap of just making characters for the sake of making them. I know he told me a story um, from years ago when he used to have the war with his friends. One of his friends, oh, well, now it's his wife. At the time, his girlfriend would play with them, but she wasn't really into the game. She would just make like a little generic character and then play. And sometimes they let her win, or most of the time she wouldn't win. And then she would suddenly not be interested anymore. And I don't want to be that. I don't want to just make a guy that just wrestles. No story, no love in it. No connection there between me and my creation. Just a guy. I don't want to do that. I want to everything I do with the game, I want to be out of passion, out of love, not just me making a character. So I said all of that to say that last night my husband was saying he's excited to play my new character. And I'm like, what do you mean? I don't have a new character. And he's like, oh, the new character you're gonna make and have by the time I get home. And I was like, oh, that character. So I have to make a character today. Well, I don't have to, but I'm going to make a character today. But I find that I am kind of in a predicament. I don't really know what to do, how to do it. And I've gotten the advice of just turning on the game and just start and see where it takes you. But I don't know, it doesn't work that way for me. I have to go in, like, if I go in and say, let's say, I don't know, something generic. I want to make a cheerleader. And I go to make a cheerleader. Sometimes that'll turn into, anime android. I actually have one of those. And, that's cool because it went a completely different route. But I can't just go with a blank slate and just start going. I don't know. Maybe I should give it a try. Maybe I'm being too hard on it. But it's very important to me to make good characters. And we're approaching the day where I'm going to be able to play with my friends online, and I want to have something to show, not just generic characters. I want not even to show off or say, oh, look what I did or anything like that. I just want to be passionate about every person that I pick to wrestle. I find a lot of times when I'm going and I'm picking a character to wrestle against my husband, I skip over a lot of characters. Um, Not because I have a preference or I prefer someone else. It's more so because I don't like the people that I'm skipping over. And I don't want to feel that way about any of my characters. And my husband has the idea of, if you are going to repackage a character, you never delete them. You just repackage them, even if it's a completely new person. And I like that. That's nice to recycle people. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to do here. I guess I'll just try my best. Um, Also, my husband gave me the advice of just making like a generic guy, and then just don't have any expectations from him to win or anything like that. But when he does, it's like a big deal. And I hear him, and I know he probably has characters like that, but I don't see them like that because all his characters are great. I mean, of course, I have my favorites over others, but for me, I just don't have that the way he does. And for all the compliments he gives me on how well I am at the game and, how good I am and all that stuff, the one thing I lack in, or not the one thing, but the biggest thing I lack in is creating. And that's one of the best parts of the game. And it really sucks because when I have a great idea, I have a great idea. And I go and I make my character and I'm happy with it. But for the times I don't, which is usually, it's really hard. My plan the other night was to make Victor Frankenstein and his monster. And that's inspiration because I've been watching Penny Dreadful. So I went to start only to realize, oh, this game doesn't have an apron. Ah, that sucks. So that wasn't fun, and it kind of just took me out of it, I guess. I know I can get creative, but it's really hard to sometimes with certain things, which is why I need to get out of the mindset of going with like inspired buys, maybe, because I get really disappointed when I don't have what I need or I can't get creative or find a way around it. Like, I tried other things. There's no way I can really like fake an apron. The game needs an apron bad. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know. I'll just go through and just kind of see what's there, kind of work with what's there and come up with something. Yeah. So anyway, after this 20-minute long video, I'm gonna go.